What's up, everyone? Today, I'm doing a different type of video. Going to review a guitar. This guy right here. What other guitar would it be? The Enya Inspire. Now, Enya were gracious enough to send me this straight to my door, and that's awesome. Never thought anyone would ever want to send me a guitar. This video is the outcome of that. I don't know why I just did that. I think one of the biggest things about this guitar is that it's carbon fiber. Most guitars are made of wood. And I feel like most carbon fiber guitars that I've known of have seemed to be really expensive ones, which is fine and dandy. Personally, I don't buy too many expensive guitars. So off the rip, I love that this guitar is carbon fiber and affordable. We're not even going to talk about anything else. Well, I'm going to, but off the bat, those two things are pretty damn sick. The carbon fiber doesn't get messed up by the weather or nearly as much. I don't really know how that works, but I know that it's not nearly as bad as wood. Anyway, carbon fiber, it's all one piece. The neck through guitar, got a nice matte finish. It feels really nice. I wouldn't say it's a thin neck, but I wouldn't say it's a fat neck either. Nice balanced neck. 25.5-inch scale. It's got 24 frets, 0 fret, which I love that. I feel like not enough guitars have that. Dual single pickup configuration with a coil tab. 5-way pickup selector. Gotta have that sweet single coil tone, especially with the coil tab. Big fan of that. Right here, we have button. There's a sweet whammy bar, which I've been abusing, and it's been holding tune nicely. Then we have the ports, of course, 1/4-inch jack, headphone, and then Type-C to charge the speaker, and it also doubles as an audio interface. Now that right there is sick. Very convenient. I feel like the point of the Inspire is to help get your ideas out faster, whether you're on the go or whatever. Speaker, you have the sound. That's pretty inspiring to me. Speaking of the speaker, let's get you guys hearing what the speaker sounds. That's pretty cool. So what I learned through cranking the speaker is that on certain sounds, certain preset, the guitar will reverberate with itself and kind of act as like an ebow, but only for like the open strings, it seems like, especially the lowest string. It can kind of get you thinking outside of the box as far as how to even play this thing. I was trying something out. Seemed pretty cool. Seemed like that idea could have went somewhere. I think it's safe to say that I wouldn't have come across something like that with a regular guitar, even with an ebow. The speaker's sick. I think that comes in handy, you know, obviously when you're on the go. Personally, I'm going to take this guitar with me on tour. It's going to stay in the band van. I'm going to annoy all my bandmates with it. And because it's carbon fiber, I don't have to worry about the weather, which is a huge thing, especially when you're traveling from one end of the country to the other, at least in America. It could be winter on one side and summer on the other. Stoked to try this thing out that way. Let's go talk about the button. So there's this preset bank selector that Enya also sent with the guitar that is additional. It doesn't come with the guitar. Each preset has a different color with it. The button, holding it, turns it off and on. Pressing it changes the preset, but not simultaneously. There's a little delay. This, however, gets you good. It has an app to control the sounds. Let's check the app. So it's a pretty straightforward setup. You have all the banks. Each bank has 4 different sounds. Mixer. You can set up the foot switch to be how you're liking. Yeah. That's about it. One thing to notice, or one thing I noticed, the mode for speaker mode in the corner. When you plug in, you end up getting a different set of presets. I think that's cool and also weird because when I made a preset with it not plugged in and then I plugged in, I couldn't access that preset. It's kind of annoying. So I'll plug in. You can see that it's going to change. Boom. We're on preset E now. So this is my like high gain shoegazy effects. Distortion is just my actual drive. Overdrive, I think, is the affected. Yeah, affected, like low gain. Of course, clean. And on the app, you can choose your own pictures. If you were wondering what are all these weird images, let's check out the actual innards of the app. So, as you can see, it's beautiful. You only have 2 amps to choose from, a clean and a distortion. EQ, modulation has chorus, vibrato, and tremolo. Noise gate, delay, and reverb. Pretty straightforward. Got everything you need. One thing I learned is press down or up on the actual pedals. Come on. Engages or disengages them. One thing I was not a fan of though is to hear, like, let's say I'm strumming and I'm messing with the parameter of this, right? You don't hear what actually happens until you let go. When I'm like trying to set in a distortion tone and I'm rising the gain slightly until I'm at the sweet spot, it was a little difficult to do, but I don't think I would buy this guitar for the app. The app just comes with the guitar, so I'm not gonna sit here and dock point the guitar because the app has a few things I wish were different. But yeah, man, I think this setup has everything you would need to do damn near anything, right? I really think especially this instrument would be great for new players because it has everything you need. So yeah, I think this guitar is amazing for the price. Enya sells it direct for a little under $600, which is a decent price. I found it on Amazon for $450. I feel like that'd be a decent price if the guitar was a wood guitar. I think it being carbon fiber just adds, especially for a guitar in that price range, I don't think you'd be buying the guitar for its wood. You're kind of buying a guitar for its features. So I'm excited to put this thing through the ringer. I've seen on YouTube other people already have. It's proven that this thing is going to stand the test climate. Test the climate. Yeah, the perfect guitar to bring anyone.